Morning. It's currently 6:45. I'm very tired. I did not get to sleep as early as I would like to last night. I'm just getting ready to go to Pilates this morning. I need to leave in like 2 minutes. So just trying to wake myself up. Good morning guys, happy Thursday. It's been a little while since I've done a vloggy video, but I've just been really missing vlogging recently. I feel like every time I vlog, I say, I haven't done it in a while and I've really missed it, so I just need to do it more, basically. Sorry about the noise in the background if you can hear that. We have some industrial fans running because our apartment has been flooding every time that it rains. So that noise is gonna be probably quite consistent throughout the day. But I'm just having a very basic Thursday. I'm working from home today. I thought it would just be fun to have you guys keeping me company and just show you what I get up to with my day. So I have already been to Pilates this morning. I couldn't film any clips of Pilates because it's very busy and I get embarrassed, but I did go to Pilates. It was like a strength class and my God, it was hard. I usually do like the flow classes that are like a mixture of kind of toning work and stretchy stuff. Which are always like a challenge, but good. And then this was like pure strength and oh my God, I already feel like I'm gonna not be able to walk tomorrow. So I've just come back. Oh, I haven't stopped my Fitbit. Whoopsie. It's 8 o'clock and I have an hour now until I start. So I'm going to take Moose out for a walk. It's actually a beautiful day. It's like the coldest morning we've had this year so far. It was, I think, 12 degrees this morning, which I know to a lot of places in the world isn't that cold. I'm from England. It gets a lot colder than that, but this is like the first day that's felt properly autumnal. I had my puffer jacket on for the first time this year. It's happening. And honestly, days like this that are cold and like crisp blue sky, I'm not mad about it. I'm excited for the clocks to change on Sunday, so we have some lighter mornings, I won't lie, because it was pitch black this morning, which made it really hard to get up. Anyway, rambling. I need to go. Yeah, I'm gonna take Moose out for a walk and then quickly have a shower and get stuck into the working day. So come with me. Thank you for clicking on this video and also please subscribe if you're not already. Like you do, nobody know. You just feel like everything is just chaos in your life. We're running out of food, everything is chaotic, things are flooded. Yes, we do have a mattress in the living room, just flood things. We're gonna have a positive mindset. I might do my gratitude journal this morning because I've been neglecting it and I think I need it today. Anyway, I'm having the absolute scraps from the bottom of the Weet-Bix box, or Weet-Bix if you're from Australia. So it's kind of just crumbs at this point, but it'll do the job. And yes, I have my Weet-Bix hot because it's the best way to have it. If you don't, you should really give it a whirl. Just basically like porridge, just pour hot water on it and then like a dash of milk, some whatever toppings you want. And it's like a delicious, warm little porridgey breakfast, but it's like instant. I love it. Today's toppings of choice are peanut butter and honey. Though unfortunately I did accidentally buy one of the cheap peanut butter, you know what I mean? Like the American fake stuff, so it tastes kind of gross. I much prefer the natural one, but you've got to work with what you got, you know? Oh, anyway, my walk was really lovely. I had a nice time. I did have an email come through from work while I was walking, so that did kind of ruin the vibes, but we push on. Walk was good, just had a shower, got in my comfies. I do have a couple of meetings today, but they're just like internal meetings, so not with any clients, just with my team, which is a blessing. So I can look a bit disheveled. No one really cares where you are, what you look like, as long as you do the work and do it well. So this is what I look like. I will sort this bun out because this is my shower bun. But yeah, I'm gonna have a productive day of work, got lots to do today. I have a couple of little errands to run as well on my lunch break, which I will go and do. Oh, coffee. Ah, the last coffee pod. Lucky. Yes. The skin is not skinning at the moment. I have my breakfast, I have my coffee in my favorite mug, and I'm just gonna start my day by writing a list. I'm a chronic list writer. If I don't write down what I have to do, both at work and in my personal life, I feel like my brain is constantly malfunctioning and just jumping between tasks, and like I can't possibly focus on doing one thing because I'm already thinking about the other things that I need to do. If I write it down on a list, then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to forget the other things I need to do. I can just work through them, and I love like the feeling of ticking something off a list. I can already cross that off from yesterday. I'm going to just add to my list of work things to do so that I don't forget anything. There was already something I thought about over there, and since coming here I've forgotten about it. This is why I must write a list immediately. What made me think of that thing? That's really upsetting. Okay, let's fix my hair and then let's get stuck into the day, shall we? Oh, I remember. Let's just neaten up this ponytail that already existed. One thing I did want to talk about actually before I start working, not that I'm putting it off, but I think I mentioned in my last vlog that I'm getting very into audiobooks, and I finished my first audiobook like a week or two ago. It was Icebreaker. I can't remember the name of the author, but if you're on like Book Talk, you'll know what I mean. And I actually did really enjoy it. I liked the people that were reading, and I love that they had like a male and a female reading the alternate chapters between the two characters. I feel like it really helped you get into the zone. There are some things that I think your interpretation of certain things might change depending on the way it's read, if that makes sense. Like you might read something as like really linear or like really sarcastic, but whoever's reading it might read it the other way, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's interesting, but for when I'm walking Moose in the mornings, I'm really loving having an audiobook. I just started Check and Mate by, is it Ali someone? I can't remember, I'll put her name on the screen, but I've read pretty much all of her other books, I think, all of her like sciencey rom-com type books, and they're just such a lovely, easy read. She's very witty, very relatable, just like, yeah, a really fun, easy read. I love her books, and yeah, I just started this new book, Check and Mate, which I was really excited to see that it was on audiobook on Spotify and for free, because I wanted to read it anyway. So I've been listening to that. I'm a few chapters in, enjoying it so far. I really like her characters. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. If you're not an audiobook person, but you have Spotify Premium, then you have access to loads of free audiobooks and like really good books. I also audiobooked Yellowface, which was our latest book club book. And that was my first audiobook experience, and I really enjoyed it. So if you're a reading girly like me, recommend an audiobook. Give it a go on your next little walk. Anyway, I need to do some work now. Speak to you in a bit. We have made it to lunchtime. I've decided before I go out and run the errands, do the things I need to do, I'm gonna just make myself look a bit more presentable. I didn't have time this morning to put any makeup on or anything. And I just feel like it'll make me feel more alive and motivated for the second half of the day. Is this wonky? Yeah, just make me feel a bit more alive, more motivated for the day. Give me a second wind, hopefully, if I feel a bit more presentable. So that's the plan. Not gonna go crazy, but a little something. Today has been a bit insane already. I feel like I'm just struggling to focus. You know, almost when there's so much to do that your brain doesn't know where to go first. The list has helped, I won't lie. And even though I feel like I've just been jumping between tasks, when I looked, I have actually ticked quite a lot off my list, which does help with the old motivation. It's just been a busy old week. I think because it was a long weekend last weekend, so Friday and Monday we weren't working. So there's just stuff to catch up on. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about work because that's boring and no one cares about that. I need to get all my jobs done at lunch because I have a little FaceTime meeting with my sister after work, just to catch up on our jewellery brand that we run together that has really just kind of taken a back seat over the past couple of months. We kind of hit the pause button when I came to the UK for Christmas time, because there was no one over here to like ship the orders if they came in. So we were like, let's just park it. Well, it was kind of an unconscious decision to kind of park it, both be on holiday, have a bit of time off. But then obviously we came back, got back into life, and then have just completely been neglecting it. And we need to sort some stuff out because we need to make some sales, or we're just hemorrhaging money, you know, which is not what we need, not in this economy. And I've been trying to look at ways to like bring in some extra income, just because we're trying to save for our wedding, we're trying to save for a house eventually. And I was like, you know what? Before I start looking at other ways to make money, maybe I should just nurture the the means I have already, spend a bit more time and effort on those. But it's hard. It's hard to prioritize things. I feel like as an adult, there's so much admin all the time, just in adult life. And then there's also like hobbies and wanting to spend time on the things you enjoy, wanting to spend time on actually relaxing, on your health. Like, I just feel like it's hard to know where to invest your time and energy when you have it. And that is something that I'm figuring out as I go. Aren't we all? I'm gonna try and be better at that. Right, let's get some concealer on these eye bags. Also, I'm like close to booking in to get my hair redone, like my toner, but I've had this red now, I feel like it's been what, like 6 weeks maybe? Coming up to 6 weeks? But I'm just so surprised with how well the colour has lasted. My hairstylist said that like 4 weeks-ish, I might need a toner, like see how I go. And it's definitely faded in the sense that it's lighter than when I first got it done, but like the red is still pretty vibrant. So even though it's lighter, I'm still kind of loving it, to be honest with you. I don't feel like I'm desperate to get it toned yet. I might just book in like in a couple of weeks time, just because I have a hens that I'm going to and it'd be nice to have fresh hair for that. And also like by then, I feel like it's gonna need it further down the line. I'd rather be prepared, you know, with an appointment than get to the point where it's a mess and not have an appointment. But I'm honestly really loving it. I think I'm gonna stick with the red for a little while. Definitely do another round and then see. My concern is, well, not concern, but my thoughts are, I don't know if I want it red for my wedding, which is next year, but I think it's far enough away that I can do this for a little bit longer and then still have time to transition back to like a deep brown if that's what I'm wanting to do at the time. So I'm just having fun with colour. People always said that red was like really hard to maintain and was like an absolute nightmare, but I've just not had that experience so far. Maybe it's just that my hairdresser is unreal, which she is, to be fair. But I feel like I could do with a cut at some point soon as well, because she's just feeling a bit dry. It's fun as well going into like the autumn, winter season, like darker hair for the colder seasons, you know? I feel like it fits the vibe. So I'm definitely keen to keep going with it, potentially over the whole of winter and then see where we land. In other exciting news, or maybe not so exciting depending on how you're looking at life, I signed up to do another half marathon next year. Not next year, this year. I wish it was next year. It's actually not that far away. It's in, I think it's June or July, which is not loads of time, but the first time I did a half marathon, this will be my third, by the way, for context. My first half marathon that I did, I was not really a runner before that. Like I'd done bits, but I really signed up to it like kind of on a whim. And I only had, I think like 8 weeks or something, maybe 12 weeks. Like I didn't have long to train for that considering it was my first one. And so now I'm having like 3-4 months. I feel like it's a good amount of time to start the training. I'm in a good place with running at the moment. Like I definitely have like a bit of muscle memory with running. I've kind of been doing a bit on and off the last few months. So I'm feeling like confident that by that point I should be okay. I definitely have a lot of training to do and a lot of getting my fitness back and my running abilities. The difference this time from my last 2 half marathons is that I do reformer Pilates quite regularly now. You saw this morning. I do twice a week. And I'm really excited to see how that helps my running. I've heard that it's like really good in terms of complementing running because it strengthens all of those tiny little supportive muscles, strengthens your core. And I feel like that was my downfall the other times. I get some hip problems when I run, not the joint, the like muscle-y section. And I'm just hoping that Pilates will have strengthened all that area enough and like strengthened that glute enough to support that hip so that I don't have any problems. So I think it'd be interesting to see if I notice any difference in like less injuries or like recovery time or anything compared to my last experiences now that I'm doing Pilates. I just feel like that's an interesting little experiment. I'm looking forward to it. I like having a challenge. I like having like something to train for, some sort of purpose, something to be motivated for. It was really nice when Chris and I were training together the last time, and like every weekend we would do a long run together and then like go and get food after. And it's just like, it's nice to start the weekend with an accomplishment, like a really big accomplishment, to be like, wow, we just ran like 15K on this Saturday morning and now like nothing can stop me, you know? Just forces you to live like a generally healthier lifestyle when you're training for a run, just because obviously all those factors affect your training. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. Getting in some healthier habits and just finding my love of running again. Because when you lose your ability to run, I feel like you also lose your love for it, because running sucks when you're not good at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started running, like there were initial training runs that I would like cried because I just was having the worst time, and it's hard. Running's really hard. But once you push through that point of absolutely hating it and being really bad at it, and you start to notice improvements, that's when it gets fun and enjoyable, and you get that runner's high, and you can feel yourself getting fitter and getting more able. That's a really good feeling. This whole video is just going to be me yapping at you, but I hope you enjoy that, because I'm having fun yapping. Okay, task's done. Went to the shop, got my stuff. I filmed a little video that I needed to film, a little sneak peek, some of the video. Coming to all platforms very soon. And now I'm going to eat my lunch whilst I work, because there's still lots to be done today. I try and fit in like creative stuff here and there where I can throughout the day. It really helps working from home, because I have a bit of time at lunchtime and immediately after work that I can do stuff. So grateful for that. And yeah, no time to dilly-dally. Straight back to it. The grind never stops, as they say. I feel like this whole video is just me in the same outfit by the same wall, just updating you on things. But this is actually a very exciting update that just came today. So our wedding save the dates have just arrived, which is ever so exciting. And so I thought I would show them to you, because I designed these. And essentially we're doing save the dates. We're not doing invites. We're doing like a wedding website, because a lot of our guests are like overseas, the wedding's overseas, blah, blah, blah. It's just easier just doing one lot of posting things, and then everything else is just going to be digital, like all the information near the day, getting RSVPs and all that kind of stuff will be online. So I wanted to go a little bit more extra with the save the dates, because this is like the only physical wedding invitation-esque thing we're going to be doing. So you can't really see in this light, but this envelope is like a very pale blue. It just looks white because that wall is like cream. I don't have anything white to show you against, but take my word for it. This is very pale blue, which is fun because that's kind of like one of the colors of the wedding. And then what I wanted originally was like an envelope insert to like add to the vibe, make it feel and look a little bit more premium. But then I found an option online where I could just customize the inside of the envelope. So when you open the envelope, it matches what's actually on the invite, which is really cute. The vibe for the invites was very like fun, playful. I wanted it to be quite like youthful. I didn't want it to be anything that was too like formal, just because of the vibe that we want for the wedding and just our vibe, I guess. I didn't want it to be too traditional. So vibes, all very cute. We're getting married in Spain, so it's got that kind of fun Mediterranean vibe, like the lemons, the little like olive branch, and then some more like wedding appropriate things like the cake, the champagne, a little spritz, you know, you get the vibes. And then this obviously complements. Under here is like the date, the location, and the wedding website, which obviously I don't want to show online, only for guests. But at the top we have like sort of a logo that we created with our names. It says Ellen and Chris, and then these same little symbols all around the edge of the paper. So yeah, I designed this first with like the motif around the edge. I just designed this myself on Canva, and once we were both really happy with this, then I created the envelope to match. You can kind of see the blue more now, I guess, against the white. Actually, that's a good idea. Like that strip is white, the envelope is blue. So cute. I'm honestly so happy with how these turned out. The fear I had that I had not got the sizing right with the invite fitting in the envelope, but they fit absolutely perfectly. We also paid a little bit extra for like a textured paper. This is probably, again, not gonna show up on camera, but, oh, maybe it's like a linen type paper. That's what it's called, linen. So it's got like kind of these crisscross patterns. It's nice and thick, nice high quality paper, and just, oh, I just love how this all looks together. Like I'm really excited for people to open it up and they see like this lovely little cohesive vibe. So fun, something like I haven't seen anything like this before. It feels really unique, it feels very authentic to us, and it feels very authentic to the vibe that we're going for the wedding. So very excited, very happy with these, and I can't wait to start giving them out. I need to send a chunk to my family in the UK so they can post all the UK addresses, and then we can start actually hand giving them out to our friends here, which is so exciting. I'm excited for Chris to come home now so I can show him. Anyway, back to work. Just wanted to update you. Hello.
Hello. You're right.
Yeah, you.
Good, thank you.
Good.
So upset by it.
Oh.
An hour to my alarm went off, and you just don't sleep during that hour.
Do you like it? Like when you wake up like 10 minutes before your alarm? Do you like that or not?
No, I hate it.
Yeah. I kind of hate it.
Minutes that I could have had.
Yeah. It's annoying because it's better to wake up naturally than to be woken up by your alarm.
Yeah,
but for some reason it just upsets me. I mean, yeah.
If I wake up naturally, that's like 2 AM. Am I supposed to get up?
I actually honestly really enjoyed my bubble tea with it the other day. It's not, I would never choose Earl Grey normally, but I did enjoy it.
I'll be in the mood.
You do have to be in the mood.
Whereas an all-stand cup of tea, you can avoid that.
Oh my god, always.
No matter any occasion. Feel sick,
Whatever the
tired,
weather.
happy, sad,
Whatever the situation.
raining, snowing, sunny, always cup of tea.
You know what? Correct. Some people disagree with that. They are wrong.
They're not.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god. Nice.
Oh, I actually have a trick.
Hot water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow! Science! Crazy. Weird. Hello. You joined me in bed. Sorry for all the background noise. I've got the fans on, I've got the air purifier on. I'm kind of getting used to it now. I understand why people listen to white noise. It's kind of what the fans have become. Anyway, I didn't vlog much for the rest of the evening. As you saw, I just had my little meeting with my sister, which was very productive. Nice to chat to her and catch up. And then I cooked some dinner, went out with Moose. And that was it. Did a little bit of life admin on my laptop, and now I've just got into bed. I'm going to the office tomorrow, so I'm up early. So I just got my outfit out for tomorrow, so I'm not scrambling in the morning, trying to think about what I'm going to wear. And now I'm going to read some of my Kindle. Chris is out watching the rugby, so he's going to be home late, so let's hope he doesn't wake me up when he comes home. I'm currently reading A Soul of Ash and Blood, which is a part of a big fantasy series. I can't remember what the first one's called. I'll put the name of the series somewhere on the screen. I can't remember, but it's been a bit hit and miss for me, but I've got this far and I really like the world that it's all kind of set in, so I'm going to see it through to the end. I think this is book 6. I think this is the last book. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm going to do some reading and then go to bed. I've got my pimple patches on. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for keeping me company on this little solo work from home day. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more of this kind of stuff and more fashion stuff. Lots of fun content coming soon. See you next time. Good night.